know, the only thing better than a box of chocolates, does anyone know? What about a box of chocolate cookies? That's right. We are making cookies that look like a box of chocolate.
Genius.
And here to help us make
so
these delicious
adorable.
works of art is the founder of the Hutch Oven, my good friend, my soul sister. We all love her, Emily Hutchinson. Welcome back. Oh, we love you, Emily. This is going to be so much fun. As you can see, Cam and Paigey and Ken are waiting patiently for
Very
your
excited.
beautiful cookies.
Yep.
Now, these are not the typical cookie. We're actually making red velvet cookies in honor of
Wow.
the day of Valentine's.
I see what's happening.
Before we start to decorate our little box of chocolates, we're going to get into this cookie recipe. So over here we have our sugar and our buttercream, right?
Yes. And then we're going to add in some vanilla extract.
Okay.
And then we're going to add in red velvet emulsion.
What exactly is red velvet emulsion?
Yes.
This is very interesting.
Okay, so normally an extract is alcohol-based, and so
Yes.
some of that bakes off in the oven, and the red velvet emulsion is water-based, and so it keeps that delicious taste. So it's
thick it
so
is.
deep red too. So we're gonna.
Does it have a taste?
It does, but no, don't no.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, do it.
You could take. I'm gonna go over here. I'll do that.
And then we're gonna add our
Thank
egg
you.
in.
I imagine it's probably way too strong, right?
little too strong, yeah.
Oh wow. Oh boy.
See,
that
it's-
really does die.
It really turns the dough really
You are
red.
not kidding. Also turns your
Emily-
fingers bright red. I'm gonna put that over the top of me.
You stopped us from hours of
Thank
fun,
you,
Emily.
Emily. That was wonderful. Okay, so we're
So
gonna
mix this.
And that was
look
just
at-
one egg?
Just one egg, and then
Okay.
it's gonna just turn a beautiful color. It's not gonna
It
get
dyed
you.
my skin. It's gonna dye my dress too.
So we're just gonna mix that for a minute,
Okay.
and then we're gonna add our dry ingredients
that
over
smells
here.
good.
Doesn't that smell
Oh
delicious?
my goodness.
Oh my gosh! And none of that will bake off in the oven.
Oh,
'cause
that's
it's the emulsion.
wonderful. I love it.
So we have some flour, baking powder, a pinch of salt, and some unsweetened cocoa powder in here.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that red velvet cake and red velvet cookies are actually chocolate.
Yeah, it's chocolate,
Yeah.
colored red.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you're gonna whisk all that together, and
Okay.
then you're gonna add that in.
But something about your brain, seeing it red, makes you think that it's different than chocolate.
Yeah.
because It
It
does
seems
not
to
taste
taste
like
better.
chocolate.
Towel.
Yeah, let's put the towel over.
We're gonna have
There you go. Throw that
Okay.
over so we don't have an I Love Lucy
So we're,
moment.
we're just gonna mix this for a minute.
Okay.
And when you're mixing, it will look kind of crumbly, and a lot of people have panicked because they're like, oh my gosh, the dough is crumbly. You just have to keep mixing. I say that, just keep mixing because it will all come together.
Do you have to worry with cookie dough about over mixing, like with cakes and things, or not? It's not as big of a
It's not
worry.
for my recipe. It's not. So see how this is
It's
crumbly.
crumbly.
So we would want to mix for another minute or two.
Okay, until it comes away from the bowl.
It will. Yep. It will turn into just like a dough.
Now, I don't know if anyone heard what Emily said because we were talking about the emulsion, but she also put vinegar in here. And I didn't realize that was a thing. Why vinegar?
It makes the cookie a little softer.
I didn't know
So
that.
yeah. So add a little.
Never
bit.
heard
You
of
don't taste
that
the vinegar at all.
before.
All right, so then you would
Wow.
take this dough, we
Yes.
would chill it a little bit in the refrigerator, at least a
Yep.
few hours.
Well, we would just chill it for 15 minutes.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, your cookie dough
And then we would bake that for about 6 to 8 minutes on 375. You want to bake it just till the dough puffs up, and then you want to pull them out because you don't want them to overbake. Chocolate and red velvet can overbake really fast, and you
Okay,
don't want
also very quick. All right, so
And then
now
so
we
we
have our cookies over here. We have made ours into heart
Yes.
shapes. You can also make them into little boxes over here. And now here's the fun part, the decorating.
The decorating
This
part.
is
This
when it
is the
gets
part that's
serious.
so exciting for me. Okay, so I actually have a technique in my book, and it's my smooth buttercream.
Okay.
And what you do is you pipe on the buttercream and you heat up water really hot, and then you just take your spatula and you smooth it over, and it will make this, like after a few hours, it will be like a hard crust. So
Nice, so then you can decorate on top.
Sorry, where does the hot water come into play? I'm sorry, I missed that little.
So you just use the hot water. You dip
Oh,
your
on the
spatula.
spatula.
Yeah.
Right on.
spatula.
So
Yes.
the spatula gets hot.
Yeah, the
It's
spatula gets
science.
hot.
Science.
Science.
So we have some brown and some white and some pink, and we're gonna make some chocolate on here.
Okay, just like these over here.
Yes.
So cute.
And I'm gonna actually have you help me with the design. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
boy.
pipe
Okay.
some candy or chocolates on here. So I'm just gonna pipe round, and then I'm gonna pipe some square.
Look how cute.
So those are just piped on. They look like they're actually little chocolate.
Right?
Right, like
yeah. So once we have these piped, we're just gonna do little swirl designs. I have white and you have pink.
Okay.
And so what we're gonna do is we're just, like you can
so
just kind
tiny.
of swirl right on top of here, Debbie, just kind of like that.
You guys.
Yeah,
are
and then
so
you can make
good.
like a swirl like this right
You
on
said
top
you
of
guys. I
here.
haven't even done anything.
And then just like
we
pull it
go.
down. Yep, like anything.
Go,
looks
Debbie!
beautiful.
Woo!
Anything. Oh yeah, see? Perfect, Deb.
Oh
and then
my
right there, just
gosh.
make like a swirl
Make a
right
circle?
there.
This
Just
is
kinda
fun.
like swirl.
So you need a
It's
few different
so
kind of
fun, you
tips, don't
guys.
you?
Yeah, well, this is a tip too. So the chocolates that I piped on is with a tip 5, and then for the details, you just want to do a tip 2.
All right, now let's do the cap. I want to
Okay,
do.
yes.
So this is like the top of the box of
Yes,
chocolates, like
yes.
that. So it's
Oh, I
closed.
see.
Yep.
what's happening.
So
These would be
cute.
perfect just to wrap up and give us gifts on, for Valentine's Day.
Yes,
It'd be
just
perfect.
because they crust over, so you can just put them in a baggie.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what we want to do is with our tip 5, we're gonna just outline our heart right here.
Okay.
And we don't want to go to the very edge, Debbie.
Well,
Oops.
okay.
So we can put that back together if it comes away from our cookie a little
You
bit.
don't want to go to the top.
We don't want to go to the very edge of the cookie because we want to be able to see that beautiful red velvet cookie underneath. And then after you're done outlining, you're gonna start in one corner because there's 2 uneven sides. So you're just gonna start piping down, and then we're gonna stop on one side and we're gonna move over and we're gonna finish piping, and then it's gonna meet in the middle.
When she says we, she means her.
Deb, I'm
I'm
impressed.
still
I'm sorry.
outlining.
I'm imagining me in there trying to do that, and you are doing so much better. Look.
You really need a
It's-
steady hand.
It's hard with a small tip. And then you're just gonna go
gosh.
all the way down and you're gonna fill in your cookie. You guys, I'm kind of messing up here.
What?
But look at,
Have you
look
seen
at-
it looks
look at-
so good.
I have to show you guys an awesome
messed
trick.
up.
So what?
Do you wanna
so
see
if there's-
mine?
So if there's any cracks, what you do is you lift up the cookie and
No.
you
What?
pop it down.
No.
What are you doing?
And the buttercream settles, you guys. So it settles, so it's those cracks are filled. So if you kind of mess up a little bit, that's all you
How
do.
did that cookie not
Wait, yeah, how
completely
did the
fall
cookie-
apart?
I don't know, it's magic.
It's cookie
It's because
magic.
you only cook them for that length of time, and they stay soft.
And they're
That's
soft,
why.
exactly.
Oh my
Go
God.
ahead, hand them out. Yes, you know what we. I know you guys are
Thank
still
you.
decorating. It's like magic happening in the kitchen. Everybody, have a bite. You'll find this recipe at hallmarkchannel.com, and of course, you'll find more from Emily at thehutchoven.com. Keep going, you guys.